Hey there, NavyDoc5184 here, and welcome to another music reaction. And today we're reacting to "Oh Pretty Woman" by Home Free. And I gotta say, it has been a hot minute since I've done a Home Free reaction, and it's honestly kind of a shame. I feel like they're somebody I should really try to get more into at least a semi-regular lineup, because I always enjoy their renditions of songs. I've always enjoyed everything I've ever reacted to for them, and I've really got to start getting them into, at the very least, a semi-regular rotation, because they are just absolutely fantastic with what they do. There has not been a Home Free arrangement that I have not liked yet, and I gotta say, I think the one that probably impressed me the most was probably, I would say it's probably between Never Gonna Give You Up and Listen to the Music. Because I guess they're just songs that you don't naturally think, you know, it's like, how can you make that work in a cappella? I would say the one that probably I felt I should have been most surprised with, that I wasn't though, was End of the Road by Boyz II Men, considering that Boyz II Men themselves are really, you know, good at doing their own a cappella work. So I figured that that was like a perfect fit for them. But I'm really curious to see what they do with this one. I'm sure they're going to knock it out of the park as they do everything else. Honestly, I really don't know where to go from here, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. I will leave a link to the original video in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman.
Love the outfits.
I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one could look as good as you. Oh, mercy.
Pretty woman, won't you pardon me? Pretty woman, couldn't help but see. Pretty woman,
You look lovely as can be.
are you lonely just like me?
Nicely done.
Pretty woman, stop a while.
Wow, they are killing this.
Woman, talk a while.
As expected.
Pretty woman, give your smile to me.
Alright, let me pause real quick, because I'm not gonna lie, as I'm listening to this, I feel a slight tinge of sadness, because I was just thinking to myself, man, I love what Austin is doing. Then it just suddenly hit me. I'm like, wow, he's not with the group anymore. That just hit me, and that hit me hard. Oh, man. Ooh. Man. And of course, I would freeze frame it on him as I was saying that. Wow, that's sick. That is sick timing right there. But in all seriousness, though, oh, man. Honestly, I think as I really started listening to them more, I mean, Rob himself is absolutely amazing. Love his stuff, but just something about Austin that kind of just drew me to him and his vocals. I am really going to miss, you know, seeing him as I do some more of their stuff. Obviously, there's so much more Home Free stuff for me to react to that, you know, I'm going to get my fill of Austin. But at the same time, just knowing that there is going to be no more, at least with this group, from what I don't know exactly what's going on. From what I understand, everything was amicable. It wasn't like there was any strife or anything. It was just him, you know, going on another leg of his own personal journey, which personally is, you know, I'm okay with that personally, you know, just as a, you know, fan of what they've done so far. You know, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, you know, he's got to do what he's got to do. If he does more stuff on his own, I will probably check it out. And actually, you guys probably know more than I do. So if he is doing his own thing, please let me know. And if there's anything I can check out or even react to, I would definitely be glad to at least put it in my watch queue. But I just really just kind of wanted to throw that out there, because it just really just hit me all of a sudden. I will rewind it a little bit. But man, Austin, you'll be missed, my man. You will be missed.
Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, won't you look my way? Pretty woman, say you'll stay with me.
Okay. Oh, what are they cooking? Wow. No, let them cook. Let them cook.
Me, baby, be mine tonight.
Oh, you could have let them cook for a little longer, dude.
Pretty woman, don't walk on by. Pretty woman, don't make me cry. Pretty
Aww.
woman, wait, what do I see? Is she walking back to me? Oh, pretty woman.
Beautiful. Alright, y'all, that was Oh Pretty Woman by Home Free, and that, as I expected, was amazing. You know, again, did, you know, get hit with a little tinge of sadness there, you know, remembering that Austin had left, but man, oh man. And I gotta say, that part where they dimmed down and slowed it down a little bit, that felt so much. Like, if you've ever seen like old school movies where they show those groups like singing, you know, a cappella on street corners, that had such a strong vibe of that. I loved it so much. In fact, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they do have something like that where they do like covers of songs from that period, because I'm sure it would fit them so well. I would love to see if they did that. I'll have to search to see if they did, but that was absolutely awesome. Absolutely loved it. Austin, you will be missed, but I got plenty of stuff to catch up on, so you know, at least I got that looking forward. But honestly, I don't know what more I can really say. That was absolutely amazing. Loved exactly what they did. Easily favorite part was when they kind of slowed it down and, you know, really took it back. I mean, they really took it back. And honestly, the thing that I think I like the most about what they do is because when you really look at it, I'm not going to say they do this with all their songs, but a lot of their songs, even if they aren't in that genre, you can almost hear a little country twang in there. And it's honestly amazing how they do that. And it's like they add that bit in there, but I guess you could say they don't oversaturate it to where it kind of takes over, if you know what I mean. You know, it's like you still get the original feel of like the genre that the song, you know, was with originally, but it's nice that they're able to put their own flavor into it to where, you know, it's like it's theirs, but at the same time it's not completely overhauled. I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. It's definitely making sense in my mind because I know like what I'm trying to say, but I just have no idea if the proper thoughts are getting out there. But I think that's the other thing that I really like the most about them is, you know, and really a lot of the cover groups I've been covering have been really good at doing this, where they add like their own personal flavor to it, but at the same time it doesn't feel like they completely overhaul what they do. And that in itself is just such amazing and really shows a huge amount of respect for what it is or who it is that they're covering, you know. And I think that's something that I'm not going to say I feel like is missing. I just feel like that there's just too many people. They just want to put their stamp on it so hard that in a way what could have been a good cover turns into not so good. I think a perfect example in a way, I think of the song Come Together. Amazingly enough, the first time I heard it was actually a cover version of it. It wasn't even the Beatles version of it. It was actually a Michael Jackson's version of it. That was how I was introduced to the song. And then I heard the original song. And it's amazing how it's kind of like, you definitely hear the differences. But I feel like Mike didn't completely overhaul the song in a bit. Yeah, he kind of changed the way it sounded, the feel. But at the same time, you kind of still get the same feeling you get when you listen to the Beatles version. And it's kind of like, with the songs, it's like whichever one you want to listen to, it's more like what you want. Like if you definitely want more of a bluesy feeling, you definitely go with the Beatles version. But if you're kind of more towards that more upbeat, then definitely Michael Jackson's version. And honestly, Aerosmith even did a really good cover version of that too. But I just used Michael Jackson because that was how I was introduced to the song. But and I think that's kind of like when I think about like Home Free here, you know, it's almost like if I want to hear, like if I have a song and I'm like, you know, I kind of feel like a little country version, I'll just go to the Home Free version of the song, you know what I mean? Or, you know, if I'm just feeling more like going to old school 50s rock, then I'll stick with Roy's version of this song. You know, that's the kind of thing that I like about what they do is, you know, they give you a different taste of the song, but at the same time, you still get kind of the same feeling you get as if you were listening to the original. So I think that's pretty much going to do it for this. So if you have hung around this long, I thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you are subscribed, feel free to hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified anytime a new video gets uploaded. And if you'd like to support the channel even just a little bit more, while also receiving some perks in the meantime, feel free to check out my channel memberships. You can click the join button and you can see what each tier offers. At the very basic tier, the main thing I always like to point out is all these reactions that you're seeing here, you'll get early access to them, but you'll also get them all ad-free. And basically any videos I upload for members are all going to be ad-free. So if you are a member, any video you watch for you guys, you don't have to worry about seeing them with ads. And in terms of my gaming videos, you'll get extended versions. I guess you could call them director's cuts. So you'll get extended versions of those videos as well, but you'll get early access to those as well. Usually all of my early access videos will get uploaded on Sundays, but if you're interested in joining, feel free to do so. But either which way, I appreciate you being here. Thanks again for sticking around. Feel free to check out some of my other home free reactions, and I will catch y'all down the road.